Okie dokie. First, I just want to get this video started. I want to thank John. John Hubbard was made a comment in the group, and he reminded me that I was going to talk about Saudi Arabia's IPO because it's linked into what I was saying about what's going on in Iraq and the fact that they're trying to monetize the money that's in the ground. I had read that this was coming up, and I totally spaced it. So as soon as I seen his comment, I was pretty thrilled that he reminded me because this does lend even more credibility to what I was trying to say is happening over in Iraq. For those you don't know, John, I appreciate it. So thank you very much. So for those you don't know, Saudi Arabia has launched an IPO that happened in December, and it's called the Saudi Aramco. Okay, so what they're doing is they're selling their oil underground. This is exactly what we were talking about. Okay, this is one of the ways. Anyways, hold on one second here. Let me get this dang thing going. So Saudi Arabia decided they would sell shares into an IPO, and as you can see, what happened. It's become the world's biggest listed company, worth 1.88 trillion after a record-breaking IPO. It's passed up the Alibaba IPO. Okay, so and the shares are only at $8.53 is how they opened up. So, anyways, as you go on down here, you can see that this company it's already got a $2 trillion price tag. All right. And we know that Iraq has a lot more oil than Saudi Arabia, I believe. Now, before I put my foot in my mouth again, let's see here. Top 10 countries with oil. Just real quick blurb. Let's just go look real quick because I think, if I'm not mistaken, Iraq has more than Saudi. Yeah, I might be wrong. Venezuela has a lot. Their proven oil reserves are sitting at 297 billion. All right, Saudi Arabia is up there pretty close as well. Okay, so I thought Iraq was a little bit closer than that. It's not, but actually it is. You guys just don't know about it yet. There's some blurbs getting ready to talk. There's more oil that's out there that needs to be talked about. Anyways, let's get back to the subject at hand here. What I was trying to say is I remember this article, and this kind of lends into what I was talking about. John mentioned it in the comment on my last video, and then now I'm glad he reminded me. Thank you again, John, because now this just lends even more credibility at the possibility that the oil that's in the ground is going to be monetized. This would be one way to raise money that Iraq needs for reconstruction, as well as to compensate those individuals who want to exchange the dinars. All right, so just think about this. Just give us some thought. Look at this. I just wanted to do a quick video. So for those, I'll leave the link to this article so you can kind of read it. Okay, so for those of you who don't know, Saudi's Aramco, I'm probably pronouncing it wrong, and I'm sure you guys will give me crap about it later on. But anyways, you can just go in here and you can see what they're doing. So it used to be officially the Saudi Arabian company, formerly the Arabian American Oil Company, is a Saudi Arabian national petroleum and natural gas based in, no, I'm not going to try to pronounce it, Saudi Arabia. How about that? All right. So what are they doing? They're selling their oil. They're selling, future production in the ground. This is just the start of what's to come. Saudi Arabia is leading the way. I think these oil countries, if they're smart, you're going to see this. This is going to start becoming a thing with these oil producing nations, and Iraq is one of them. We know this, all right. So you can see the amount of money that they have created. Look at this. In December 2019. Became a $2.1 trillion company, surpassing Apple. So that's not too shabby. So how can they do a rate exchange? It makes sense. They're just going to monetize the oil that's in the ground. And based on what they can generate, based on agreements that they have with other people, based on these, what I think would be considered oil credits, is how they're going to generate this money. Let's put it this way. I want you to think about this. We know that right now, 89% of the economy is from oil sales in Iraq. We know this, all right? We know that any major event that affects the oil flow in Iraq screws up their money, period. They have to start building the infrastructure. They have to start bringing in outside investors who are going to create companies. You're going to see people start to work. People are going to pay taxes. Agriculture is going to start. Minerals. There's all kinds of things that need to be done so that they're not relying so heavily on oil. All right. And the more they do that, the more the dollar strengthens. Again, it's my opinion that if you have a lot of dinar, when this rate change happens, you might want to hold on to some of that, because if you give it a few years after that, you're probably going to look at a much higher rate than what the hell they start off with. All right. It's just a suggestion. It's just my opinion. All right. So I'll leave the links for you guys to come check this out. I just wanted to do a quick video because when I seen that comment from John, it reminded me about it. And I wish I would have thought about it when I was making a video, so I could have made a better comparison. So yeah, this just kind of adds a little more credibility to my theory. I said it that way for a reason, just to drive somebody crazy. Anyway, so my theory is that they're trying to monetize the oil that's in the ground. Okay, that's what's going on. But it's not just that. People don't realize Iraq has the second largest gold deposited ever found in the world, sitting there in Iraq. Nobody's even started mining it. So what happens with that? You monetize that as well. All right. You sell shares into that company. That's the one I'm watching for. All right. Anyways, I just wanted to just throw a quickie on here real quick, and just again, John, thank you. I appreciate it. And just I'll leave these links for you guys to go check it out. And again, this just adds more credibility to my theory. All right. Everybody have a good evening. Bye-bye.